I was a filmmaker for over a decade, producing independent film and TV projects, and I couldn't get distribution for my films. That was really difficult for not just me as the producer, but the cast and crew who had worked so hard on these projects. I was told there was no audience, and I thought that can't be possible. And I was just thinking, like, how do we do this so that I can share content that I feel people want to watch? And somebody said you would have to build your own movie theater to be able to do that. And so here we are. I'm Evelyn Stuart, the owner of Stuart Cinema and Cafe. Stuart Cinema and Cafe is a community movie theater located in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. We show new releases, but we also do filmmaker activities, family screenings, music, and then we have filmmakers are able to show their own films, but then we also have film festivals. All the small film festivals that are local usually are here because we're affordable, because it's owned by a filmmaker who understands.
As a Brooklyn-based film festival, it's very important to have a venue that's accessible and that's also embraced by the community. And Stewart has been a great home for us.
We have filmmakers who are able to do runs here, and it's affordable. So no longer do you have to wait for somebody to give you permission.
The fact that Stuart Cinema is Black-owned by a woman of color, it's so empowering for me because it makes me know that it's possible as a filmmaker to not just create a film, but also create a space where film can continue to be shown on screens that are in my neighborhood and not just screens that are in my home.
It is crucial for a place like Stuart Cinema to exist in a community that provides a place for equal opportunity for independent filmmakers. All communities are filled with artists that are just looking for a space to get started, and Stuart Cinema provides that.
Watching movies and it being accessible to everyone was super important to me. We really care, we're invested in our community with our people. One of the things that was a challenge was that although I had raised tons of money to make movies, I couldn't raise any money to build a movie theater because of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to have low movie ticket prices. I wanted to sell tres leches and empanadas. The banks just didn't think this was something that was going to be profitable. So I liquidated all of my assets and I built this cash. And so what I originally thought was a curse and thought was such a struggle ended up being a blessing. Just a couple of months ago, we created a program where everyone who receives SNAP or any kind of public assistance could bring their kids to the movies for $5. Because a mother told me she couldn't afford to bring her 3 kids. She's like, my kids are never gonna see Black Panther or The Little Mermaid on a big screen. Then what's the point of the movie theater? And so I was able to do that because I had no investors that I had to get approval from. We came up with $8 Wednesday, so everyone can watch new movies for $8 on Wednesdays. We created a senior program, so seniors will be able to watch movies, get popcorn and a drink for $10 on Tuesdays. And we have all kinds of other programs, pajama parties that we do for kids, underrepresented neighborhoods. I bought my own projector, my own screen, and we go out to those communities and show movies. So really, we want movies to be accessible for everyone. Some of the plans that we have include opening other smaller theaters. Brownsville hasn't had a movie theater in years. Sunset Park hasn't had one in over 40 years. I remember as a kid having to take the bus to go to Bay Ridge to watch movies. And I thought, well, why doesn't my neighborhood have any movie theaters? And there's this idea that people of color, they don't go to the movies. That's why Black History Month is so important, because it's a chance to really highlight what's happening. I'm the first Black Latina to own a movie theater. And what I can say is that the journey has been difficult. But for people to see people like themselves doing things is important. And I tell people all the time, if you really want to do something, you can do it. It may not be easy. You may have to take the long way around, but you can do it.